Dear all, good evening to all. As yesterday we discussed about the figure presentation. So today I will try to uh, make a figure using origin. So how we can plot our data in origin which will be attractive for paper presentation. So let's go to learn how we can represent our data or how we can plot our data using origin software. So now I want to take a data from my old data. I want to take an XRD data. So X-ray diffraction for that is a basic tool in material science. So everyone we have to perform XRD to understand the structural property of the sample. So we can understand the crystal structure or we can understand about the phase by using X-ray diffraction technique. So any sample when we perform, so we will get two types of data. So usually sometimes they can give some raw data, Excel files and text files. From the instrument we can able to get it. So in this case, I got text file and raw file. Sometimes also Excel file you should provide it. The instrument provide the Excel file also. But if also we will get the text file, we can convert it in the Excel. So you can see here, we want to take this text file and I want to open this in Excel file so that I can able to take the X and Y component. So I also open here Excel file. So just I want to took the XRD data to the Excel. So here I put it. So then one important thing we have to take care that you can see here in the plot, here in that file, some comma is there, semicolon will be there. So first we have to separate it out. So what we can do it, so for that purpose, we can select any one column and we have to go here data. Then you can see here, this one, text to column. So we will click that one and then we eliminate it. So next, basically some cases you can find this semicolon, this comma, this space will be off. So like that, usually you can find. Okay, so if it will be not on, so you just click it on. So then automatically there will be space you will find, comma will be delimited and semicolon will be not there, so segment will be not there. So now you just make it next, then finish. So now you can see here, we will get two data. So there is no comma and this all separated out very nicely. So I will take this data. So I just select, then I took the data, copy, and then I want to use origin tool. So if you origin you want, then you can see here two column I get. If I want to add extra column, either by right clicking we can add new columns, or here you can see this one also we can add new columns. And you can also, if we can select all this, if we have two coordinates, then we can set as xy, we can make it. So anyway, we have only two data, so I just paste it here. Now I want to plot it. So once we just select it, and then you can see there are several types of the you can able to find. One is line plot is there, or dot plot you can able to find scatter, or line plus scatter. So I just want to plot in line plus scatter. So sometimes you can see in the paper they present like this. So if we can show like this, it is not attractive. So what we will do it, we can make some box and also we try to make it some, the font size we try to increase. So what I will do it, so first I want to make it little thick, you can see now. So this one is here, you can see this is 0.5. So I can make it 4. Usually we can make it 4, it looks good, usually 4 or 5. That is your choice. And then here in many prefers this the tick marks, these minor tick marks and major tick marks outward, many prefers also inward. So if I want to inward or outward, so what I will do it. So as your preference, you can do it. I usually prefer what. So just double click on that. So I just double click on this line. So now you can see one another window came into picture. So now here we can do whatever you want. So you can see now first is scale. So scale means their next axis and y axis scale is given. Next is tick label. So we will not do anything in that label. We will not do anything. So then next title, we will not do grid. So it will come to then you can see line and tick marks. So mainly we will focus on line and tick marks. So then you can see that as you can see here, the show the line and ticks. So and the opposite side you can see there is no line and tick like left and right side or top side. So bottom means this line, then top means top, then left and right that side. So now we will focus on the bottom. So bottom part, okay, fine. So this is 1.5. So usually if you can make it 5, it looks more attractive. So you can, I prefer 5. So you can take is your choice. So you can make it 5. Then bottom, then style. If you need inward, then I usually prefer inward. You can do also outward. Inward, I usually prefer. So I made it inward. And remember this length is 8. So this one we can little increase so it looks more attractive. We can make it usually 15 is good. And then rest, this also style also outward. I will make it inward. And length, I can make it 15. So now I made it. This is for bottom. We can follow the same for right, left, and this. So now I'll apply. Then you can see now the bottom is done. So now we can make top. Top we can same as you can do it also. The same whatever we follow this one, the same will come. So then I will again make it 5. If I also we can use sometimes we can put these tick marks. Sometimes also we will not put. It depends on you. So if I will put then inward, if I will not put, let's say we will off it. So I made it off. So non means off. So there is no need of making change of this one because we off all the tick marks. So it is also off. So now if I apply, then you will get the top and the left side. I can make it like similarly. I will make it 5. The font size I can make it 5. And then outward I will make it inward. And then this I will make it as 15. This also I will make it inward. This also apply. Similarly, for right hand side, I will try to make also 5. You can see it 5. Then I will make it a not, I will make off. And then this one also I will make it off. So I will not make an 8. I will not, no need to change in 15 or this because we already made it off. So now, okay. So now you can see you can see these tick marks and this like very, you can see that it's very near to that. So we can also change this one so that tick marks we can change this. So now you can see this one increment is 200. So I can make it 500. Then it will be less tick mark. So I made it 500. And now I can see here, I think one thing I did not change it. So this I can make it 15. I should make it 15. So I did not did it that time. So maybe so length, this should be 15. So yes, now it looks good. So here also I can start from 10 and I can end up to 8. So I can make it now 10 to 8 rather than 0 to 90. So horizontal scale, so I can make this. If I made vertical, then I will similarly I can do that. So now you can see it looks better. So again, you can see this side, this also not looks good. So first, so this is an XRD. So definitely it should be it should be 2 theta. So theta, how I can bring this? So just right click on it and go to symbol map. So in symbol map, you can search this theta. I can able to get it here theta. So insert it. So 2 theta. Then unit we have to mention. We don't have to forget about out the unit. So degree I can mention. Remember, if we will put here numbers, then definitely unit should be given. If we will not put any number, then arbitrary unit we can give. That is AU. So this side intensity, we can make it intensity. Intensity and unit, I can use counts or percentage. Or if I will delete these things, then I arbitrary unit also I can write. So now this font size also not looks good. So we can make it 48. I usually make it 48. So it looks mm, good. This one also, I usually make it 48. And now these fonts, I usually make it, so you can see this is 18, very small. I usually make it 36 to make more attractive. And this one also, we can make it 36. So now here, this is the name we can write. So we can, whatever the sample name, we can write it A, B, C, D, or whatever the sample name. Suppose this is W3 or whatever, I can write it, the sample name. But it will be better if more than one line we can use. So one box is there, we can remove also that box. Just right click it, go to properties, and then here you can see that text default Arial symbol. No, I think it was not. We get it. The properties. Yes, I select it now. Now right click properties. So now Arial auto. So the length is, this is auto. So block, then symbol is this one. Okay. So now we make it okay. So now if you can see, suppose we want to make it little longer. So what we can do it? So we can do one thing. So if we want to longer, you make it longer, then you can see now here tools. Tools, we can go for tools, and or we can also, we can go for preference. We can add if longer or smaller, we can do it. So now I will do one thing that you can see here. This degree is not clearly, it went down. So what I can do this, so graph, I will go to graph, and then I can set it here, that I can do it fit layer to page, or fit page to layer. So now you can see, so it was fitted. So like this, we can make the plot. Suppose more than one will be there, more than one data will be there. So how we can represent that, I will show you. That is for one data. If more than one will be there, then what we can do it? So I delete it. So suppose same data, I want to plot it again. Then I just select it. So now I can make it in a, I can represent it. So the plot. So I'll go to plot, and then how we can make the plot. Like we can prefer anything. Like I can prefer this one or this one. So I can stack it. So stack way I can represent it. So now you can see it. So I just plot it in a, so in this way we can get it. Similarly, we can make also this also we can make the changes. Like here, I want to make it suppose 5. So then I can make it. First of all, I want to make it 4. Suppose this is 4. And if you plug, I can make also color change. I can different color also I can put it. So then this one, I want to make it 4. So I suppose I will give another color. And remember, throughout the, if suppose we are giving for XRD in one paper, for one data XRD, we are giving blue color, then for XPS or for other characterization technique, we have to follow the same, we have to try to maintain the same color throughout the manuscript. So it will be treated is good. Now, you can see, I can, similar way now, I can change the this. Yes. So line and grid again I will go. I can make it, this is 5, I can make it 5. I can make it in, I can make it 15. Then I can make it in, I can make it 15. Apply. So left, similarly I can do it 5. I can make it in, I can make it 15. Similarly, I can make it 15. Similarly, bottom, I can make it 5, 15. This is also 15. So now you can see it. So I made it. Similarly, we can make for this one. For this one, similarly, we can make it very nicely. And in this case, when we represent, rather than this black or this, so we can use some text. And I can mention here figure A, here this A also, I will try to make a font of 48. Then this is B. This is C. So if I want to remove this one, I can just select it. I can remove this one. And so here you can see this is very like a only 5 increment. So increment I can make it 20. So it looks good. And similarly, if vertical line increment is 5, increment the vertical line if increment is by counts, means we have to just give these 5 numbers. So it's fine. I think it's fine. So okay. So similarly, if I want to remove this one, I can remove this. I can remove this one. Then I can remove this. Similarly, I can make it 5. So bottom part become 5. So Now there is no top. You can see top, it will come that one. So top we will not put. Left we can make it 5. And this should be 15. This should be 15. Similarly, bottom also we will make it 15. Similarly, right, we can make 5. We can make it 15. Okay, so similarly, I will try to do this one. So here you can see it, line and sim title. So I will make it bottom is 5. In this case, you can able to see it that top also present. So top also I will make it 5. This is 15. This is 15. Sorry. Similarly, right. Right hand side is done. Left. Left not done. So I can make it 5. Make it 15. Make it 15. Yes. So now I can try to remove this. Try to remove this. Try to remove this one. So if I can make it its intensity. Intensity. And since no, I remove this one. So arbitrary unit I can put it. So now I will make it 48. Yeah. Similarly, this one I can make it 2 theta. I can make it symbol map, and I can take the theta, insert in degree. So I can make it, now this one I can make it 48. I can make it, this one I can make it 36. So now definitely we can further, we can able to see it, and we can make it indexing by using expert high score, or by using by JCPDS file, by just fitting using expert high score, or from JCPDS file we can index those XRD patterns. So so this is all about how we can make attractive our figures using Origin software. So now if we want to make it like if it will really go down or this, then we can also make it one frame. So fit page to layer, I can make it. So now you can see it. So it come nicely. So if we want to, then we can extract this. Either I can extract it like if we can directly, I can make as copy page. Copy page, you can make it copy page. So here, this is copy. If we will make it copy, so you can see here copy page. So if I make it copy page, then we can plot any Word file. We can plot it. Just we can make it paste. So you can see now. Oh, we did not. Okay. So I did not did this one. So again we can do it. So this one similarly, if I do it, so I this one by mistake. it will still show this one 50. This is also 15. Okay. So I want to make it a copy. So copy page and then just open it and paste it. So if you make this copy paste, then what will happen? In Word file, if you paste it, then when the correction needed, if suppose you want to make some correction, so here if you directly double click on that, then again you can also similarly also by format object, you can go format object, then layout, you can make it tight or you can make it in front of this one so that it will be movable. So you can also crop and copy page. If you do it and you paste it, then anyone can edit your XRD pattern. So suppose you are a student, so your professor want to modify this, you want to write here, suppose you can write your this number or something, you forget to mention, later you can write. So if I double click here, so it will take us to the origin file. So that is the beauty. If we can make this copy paste, then it will be helpful. On the other hand, if we want to also extract, so after changing, suppose you can see now, I want to write something here. So I want to write, suppose the name of this one, suppose I want to write the first, this is suppose first, and I can make it suppose 36. So now you can see it after change this one. So here you will get that, you can observe the change occurs here. So but in here also you can able to find, oh, not this one, sorry. So here also we can also take also the BMP file or PNG file also, you can directly export by using, you can save template as, if you do it save template as, then all will be in this template only. So other figures when you draw it, then it becomes the same template, it will come. So better here also we can export the graph. So if we put on export the graph, then you will get the image file directly. So the path you have to give it, you can see here path you have to give it, and you can directly go to the image file, which file you want. Suppose BMP you want, you can give the BMP file or PNG file, whatever the image file if you want, that also you can directly take it. The path, here the path, suppose I want to give the path desktop, so it will go to directly desktop. So now you can see it save, I did the save it. Or file name, suppose I given any file number, file name, save. So now one more thing, some of the particular journals, they try to focus, they try to mention the image size, like 300 dpi, 60 dpi, or 150 dpi, or 300 dpi. So they mention. So that also here you can do it, that how much resolution you want of your figure. So here you can see this is 300 dpi. So if you want more resolution, then you can make it 600, less you can make 150. So based on the journal size, whatever the journal mentioned, but it varies depend journal to depend. So mainly 300 dpi mentioned, sometimes also 150 dpi, but should be quality, should be resolution quality should be above 150 dpi. So better quality, for better quality, we can use 300 is good one. 600 also we can utilize. So then if I make it okay, so we will get the image file of this one. So now I can show you that image file. So here, I think, yes, this one. So thank you very much. So today we'll discuss how we can plot our data attractive way by using Origin software. So next we will try to discuss about the fitting, how we can, like for XPS or peak fitting. So how in XPS spectra, how we can fit using X-ray diffraction. So thank you very much. Sorry, not using X-ray diffraction, means fitting using Origin software.